Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Vampyr. I'm your host, BringItDon. I haven't recorded in a few days. We ended up having an unexpected guest come and stay with us. So, it's been turmoil in the household. No, not turmoil.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I bring it water? Alright, anyway, actually I'm gonna build, if I can, I'm gonna make some of that fatigue medicine. I can't because I don't have any quinine. 4 ways to say that.
Hurry now, Doctor, it's freezing here.
Okay. So, those of you looking forward to the next episode, because, last episode all we did was conversate with staff members and patients at the hospital. Well, this time, all we're going to do is talk to staff members and patients in the hospital. Talk to this fellow over here first. Well, no, let's go in here. I haven't talked to him yet. Whoever you are.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Hey, Ackroyd, you better watch yourself. So I know you're a distant relative. Dan Ackroyd. I'm just gonna call this guy Dan. Alright, let's talk about London.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansey has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Hey, you better... Yeah, jealousy won't do you any good,
Aren't
bro.
you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reid. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansey, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
A new hint.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I mean... how else are you going to know if that procedure will benefit? If it... well, sorry. How do I want to phrase this? In order to advance medical field, you have to try new things, but I think there's actual places for that, like medical schools and stuff, where they would actually attempt new treatments or new surgeries. I think I trust his judgment, even though the other guy really likes me.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reid. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Well, good for you.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reid.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
I don't know, some people really shine in
Thank
war.
you for your time. We'll talk later.
Like Achilles, without war, I mean, what would he have been, you know? So that's Strickland. I feel like I'm getting some FPS drops. I updated my drivers today.
So many deaths.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Okay. Well,
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reid.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
new hint available. Okay.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double.
Oh, excuse me.
She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My
Here we go.
children need to eat, Doctor.
That's a good view.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is My Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
Well, she had carpet
I
bombed.
just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl.
I'd say odds are that she wasn't, she didn't suffer, but there's, I mean, I guess there's a good chance she did. I don't know. Not sure. All right. Pembroke Hospital, 2nd of November. Okay, Mr. Chadwick at the construction site.
Never could keep anything from her.
New hint available. Okay. Well, may as well talk to him about that, I guess.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during
Really?
one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Oh man, I wonder if she's gonna show up as a vampire.
Goodbye for now,
Then
Mr.
have to kill her.
I'll
Oh
see
boy.
you later.
My sweet girl.
Would that be exciting?
Like a book. Never could keep anything from her.
I'm pretty sure I have another hint for this guy, right? This is Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
No.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Was that the, no. Wait, was it? No, that's Ackroyd. Let's go in here.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Yeah, you look like a Mortimer.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Well, at least you keep answering my questions.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I
Yeah.
don't want to talk, Doctor.
No, I want to have a chat with you, gosh darn it, and you will speak to me.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Oh, I'm stuck on the bed. Yeah.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you that rich?
Really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Oh, well, lucky you.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm
Widow.
a teacher by profession.
Oh.
I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Oh, okay. Got us a businesswoman.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice. considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude at the start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Well, this is a special hospital. We host vampires. It's kind of like, well, I guess not like the night nurse from the Marvel universe. Need a bunch of hints.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Alright, well, let's... Oh. Yeah, alright. I made it out. Alright, so there's one more doctor. There he is. I can talk to. And then if I can find Nurse Hawkins, I can also speak to her.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters.
Locked.
Where are they hiding? I should
Yes.
investigate. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay. Well, let's get to know this guy.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
The Milton's the ambulance driver, I believe.
Do you work here alone?
Oh.
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a
Oh,
few nights
no.
ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yeah, she was very relieved.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
I don't know about all that.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Well, good for you.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
I agree with that sentiment. Personally, I don't want to live. I don't want to live to the point where I'm too old to take care of myself, or I can't do anything and still enjoy myself. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be 85, 90, or whatever, and stuck in a chair in a corner of a room somewhere forgotten. I don't want that. I can't imagine not being able to help myself. I never want to be put in that situation.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Yeah, you say that.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reid. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
I think you're pretty smart. Let's see what you got for
Please show
sale.
me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
What you got? An enigmatic formula. Well, I think that's... I'm gonna pick that up. Oops, wrong thing. Inventory. I think I have to analyze that at a workbench. Okay. Well, I want to go talk to Nurse Hawkins if I can. Oops. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest blank, labor, and national blank. Alright. I want to talk to Nurse Hawkins about extorting that woman for a bet. Oh, wait. What does he need? Hold up, Mortimer. What do we got going on here? Fatigue, okay. Whoa. Sorry, what was that red thing? I'm sorry, what was... You hit the wrong button.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering
Is your
you?
mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable
What
of.
if she did this to him?
She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reid. It's my mother.
Okay.
How painful is it,
I didn't mean to do that.
Mr. Goswick?
So painful.
I have to go now, sir.
I keep hitting the wrong button.
Good evening, sir.
Alright, let's find Hawkins. Side question her about,
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me,
I wonder how... Well, probably not, because I can choose whether or not I kill people. I was gonna say, I wonder how Dark Souls-esque like the NPCs will be in this game, as far as, you know, happy endings. And there's Hawkins.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Let's see here. Nope. I can't ask her about.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, hold on. I want to see what's up with my social standings. Here we go. So I wonder if it'll tell me if they're unlocked if I haven't talked to him yet. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Like so if I unlocked a hint and it gives me the update over here in the left side, it's like, oh, hint unlocked for this person. I wonder if it'll say if it's unlocked that I can go, so I know who I can go talk to. I feel like it'd be a little difficult to keep track of if not. See, it says one more hint locked. Just gonna run through them all real quick. I want to see. So again, conversating is the most important. Well, I'd say one of the most important aspects of the game. I don't see anything that's unlocked that. And there's two people I haven't run into yet. He only has two. Then he just had the one. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I answered the door. Oh. Let's have a quest up here. Sorry, because she was standing outside my thing. I'm glad I could ignore her and just continue to explore. That's nice of her. There was something else I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I want to analyze that new recipe that I got. Now that I'm out of shillings. Yeah. Oh, 3. Oh, wow. 3 more treatments for cold, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Sepsis, anemia, and fatigue. And I also have a light regeneration serum. Antidote. Huh. I guess I still can't upgrade this further, right? Because I was missing common handle parts. 3 of them. Alright. Well, I think we're going to call it here. Again, pretty slow episode, but we're done with all the people in the hospital that I can talk to so far. Ah, wait. Wait, I think there might be one more person I could talk to. Yeah, I'm still ignoring you. Don't you worry about that. There was that woman in this room down here to the left. Yeah, this person. Can I still not get in there?
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, and I still can't get to whoever that is. Alright, well that's fair. Anyway, we're going to call it here, and in the next episode we'll talk to the person at my door. Nurse, whatever her face is. Trying to bother me while I'm sleeping. Actually, no, wait, I don't sleep at night. What am I saying? Dorothy Crane. And we'll talk to her in the next episode and continue the quest, I guess. And then I'll probably do wrong target, find out who's spying on Thelma and all that jazz. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to catch y'all in the next episode.